Hey everyone, it's meklord, and today I'm playing meklords. My last meklord video was a couple of months ago, actually. But today, well not today, but like currently there is the what's it called? Turbo Duel Grand Prix event going on. There's a bunch of synchro decks, and meklords are a deck designed to counter synchro monsters, so surely it will be good in this event. Anyway, I'm playing meklords. And this is what a meklord list looks like, maybe. I mean, there's not many meklords lists that are worth taking a look at out there, you know, and a lot of it comes down to personal preferences. I'm not too fond of Nucleus Infinity Core, and you have 2. So I think 2 is a fine number for this. I'm a big fan of Meklord Army Deploy Obligato, because if you do open it, well then you don't have to search it with the Meklord Assembly, which then frees up a potential shards for Weisel or Weisel Synchro Absorption. I like 3 Triskelions because worst case scenario is just discard fodder for the skill. And then you still have 2 Triskelions that you can count on, so it's a good card. I like 3 Assemblies because if you do open Assembly, you have more chances. Well, you can get to search Boon of the Meklord Emperor with a skill, which going first draws you 2 cards. And a bunch of like rather flexible tech cards. Maybe MST, not the greatest choice, but it's like good anti-crackdown, you know, kind of stuff that you can use and make good use of. And then for the extra, you know, the Gear Gigantex is what we mostly go into for the Weisel turn 1 setup. And then this is kind of cool. This sometimes allows you to go into this. This makes it so Triskelion can attack directly, which is really funny. Playful Genius is a pretty decent machine link too that you can get to use. And then these 2 for follow-up, because Obligato locks you into machines. And that's pretty much it. Wait, actually, there's one more thing that I forgot to mention. It's the skill. No. Not Meklord Refinement, the other skill. For the Turbo Duel Grand Prix, you get to pick a special bike. And as you can see, I've picked this here bike, the Terrible Omen, which I'm pretty sure is the bike that Primo uses in the show. And what it does is this: if your opponent synchro summons, you get speed counters, so you can use these effects more reliably. You get to play a level 1 monster from their opponent's graveyard, but you can also bring back a synchro monster in defense position to potentially steal with Weisel, which, I mean, chances are if there's a synchro monster in the graveyard, you probably only have 1 on the field unless you Dark Hole them. Why would you Dark Hole them if you can just steal with Weisel? Anyway, you can play 1 level 1 monster from your hand that can be normal summoned, but if your opponent has a synchro monster, you can play Weisel instead. And this is the best part of this bike. It's like if your opponent just synchro spams, you get a free Weisel that you can basically search with your skill, which is pretty cool. Select 1 monster on opponent's graveyard, banish it. I guess it comes up sometimes, you know, banishing stuff from opponent's graveyards. Even against like the non-synchro decks out there like Unchained. And the 9th effect is basically never comes up. This is a shit. This is a terrible bike actually, but sometimes it gets the job done. And look, I've actually completed this event with Meklord this time. I'm not lying. I actually played Meklords to Master 1 from like Master 3 or something, because I was tired of like playing Unchained mirror matches, and I tried playing some other fun stuff, but it turns out you're not allowed to play fun stuff at this event because Revolution de Fleur is a skill that exists, so this is nice. Let me show you a couple of coolio replays that I have playing Meklords in the Turbo Duel Grand Prix event. So this first duel here is was my rank up match to Master 1. This is the duel that completed the event for me. My opponent is going first, and they are playing Revolution de Fleur because this is a very fair and balanced skill that is in no way completely obscene and stupid. Like, look, this is completely fine that my opponent just gets to play a tuner, level 1, as their first game action. You know, this is completely okay. And look, they have a monster on the field so they can Durandal. I couldn't do anything about that. Well, I can't really do anything about that because I'm going second, and you're not allowed to play Entraps in Meklords. Did you know that? Meklord Refinement prevents you from playing non-Meklord monsters, which is completely ridiculous, and is something that should change, because you do tend to go back real quick, considering you always have the assembly. You should be allowed to play hand traps and meklords. Why is that so hard to think of? Oh look, my opponent can just go into a Synchro 9 now because the skill allows you to replace anything with a Sorcier de Fleur. And look, they get a free Blood Bowl from the deck because Necro Synchron is a really fair and balanced card. And look, they already had the Gear 3 Immortal Penis. So that's their turn 1 and board. Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles and Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. Oh, but meklord, Infernobles will be unplayable without the skill. We need something so fucking busted to make Infernobles worth playing. It should not exist. If this is the amount of like hand holding that your skill has to do in order for you to be able to play this deck, I don't think the deck should exist. I don't think this deck should exist. Unfortunately for my opponent, I'm just based, so I drew the outs. Book of Moon for the Phoenix Gearfried, Forbidden Chalice for the Charles, because I'm just gonna steal it with Weisel. I'm just gonna steal it with Weisel. Pitch Triskelion, get Assembly, get Obligato, and you know my opponent can just see the writing on the wall from there because they can't do anything. Wow, wasn't that a fun video game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? My opponent played a board that died to Dark Hole, and then I drew the out, and my opponent would never have been able to make such a ridiculous handboard if the skill was balanced. And I have to play completely busted cards on my own to beat that. But I did, so I don't know why I'm complaining. I just nerf the Fleur skill. In this year duel, I'm actually gonna play against a Synchro deck in the form of Speedroids, which one of the Synchro decks of all time. My opponent, 25 Yuya, is not doing the greatest job. This is the second time I've opening Boon going second, I just noticed. This guy is so bad going second. Anyway, they're gonna attack its on board for a Fukukidushi Piper. You know, attack its on board because they didn't start with double yo-yo, they get the card too. The card turbo is just there. They're gonna synchro into Clearwake Synchro Dragon. Wow! Remember this from like, when was the Turbo Duel Grand Prix where Speedroids were like the best deck and everyone kept playing Speedroids? That was super fun. Wow, Speedroid was not just the best deck in the specific instance of this event, but like in general, Speedroid was like tier 1, right? And they just forced you to play against Speedroids over and over and over again. Oh look, Crystal Wing is there. I've never seen this card before. What does it do? Oh wow, this is my first time playing against Speedroids ever. Anyway, Meklord Refinement allows me to get rid of the Assembly of Weisel. Get the Obligato. I'm just gonna skip a couple steps here because I don't want to lose to like effect value or some bullshit like that. I guess I'm still losing to effect value regardless. You activate the skill. I get to summon Weisel and try to steal the Clearwing Synchro Dragon, but they can negate, but have I opened this Forbidden Chalice. So look, this is my Crystal Wing now, and I have a big Weisel that doesn't actually do anything. I think I missed lethal here. Well, it's not lethal, but big damage, because Army of Weisel can give piercing. And I guess if I had pitched the Triskelion, I could have summoned the Army of Weisel and attack for massive damage. I would have been able to attack only with the Weisel because it prevents your other monsters from attacking. But it would have been some big damage. I don't care. Double yo-yo. Oh, look, my opponent finally drew a good card. Unfortunately, I have IDP. I'm just gonna close the game here and there. You know, just as long as we can do against IDP. Oh, Speed Recovery! Oh no, it's a spell card! Weisel can negate spell cards. He's completely fine. You know. Oh, they're gonna activate the skill! Oh, they're just gonna foolish a red eye dice. Because they can't really do anything else. Yeah, that's lethal. Wow. I sure showed them. I really showed them how to play this game, huh? And last but not least, this game was really annoying because it was against Mayosenju, and my opponent was not even playing the Mayosenju skill that is good. They were just playing Drossin's Pendulum, which... Sure, fine. I mean, I guess I shouldn't care that much. I'm going first. So the classic meklord combo that I've been using for like several years now. This is the same thing over and over. I opened Assembly so I can just get Boon of the Meklord Emperor. Pop! Gets you summoned to little fellas, Obligato, and then Boon of the Meklord Emperor. Look, I drew a second Assembly and an Army of Weisel. I can go into GGX, GDX is going to search none other than Meklord Emperor Weisel, and then assembly is going to pop the GDX, so I can special summon Meklord Emperor Weisel with its own effect. That's a classic combo. The easiest way to summon Meklord Emperor Weisel, you know? What a cool card. Despite everything, Meklord Emperor Weisel is still one of my favorite cards of all time. Set Book of Moon, set MST, do 50 damage because, wow, that's a huge burn damage. My opponent's gonna activate Mayosenju Shinju R and Mayosenju Heitat. I'm just gonna MST that. I guess I could have negated with the Weisel. I guess I didn't want to. I guess I could have. Maybe I should have. Anyway, my opponent left themselves wide open. Clearly, this doesn't mean... Oh, they have a Kytroid. Because of course. Why wouldn't they? Okay, cool. They're gonna pass. That's fun. I'm gonna activate the skill to banish that Kytroid from grave, and then I'm gonna activate Assembly to get Synchro Absorption, because I'm a bit concerned at this stage. I'm gonna do 25 direct damage to them. And I did clog my back row, but it's fine, because I still have access to Book of Moon. Oh no, they're gonna Book of Moon my Weisel. This is like the sure way to like neuter Weisel for the turn, Book of Moon Forbidden Chalice, and they followed up with a Mind Control, forcing me to summon the Synchro Absorption really early on. So Synchro Absorption hits the field, they're gonna scale Heitat and another Heitat, and then use the Heitat to raise the other scale, and they're gonna pen summon 2, which is concerning because it means they could have another hand trap in hand or a back row, probably maybe Kytroids. Who knows? Oh well, I know because I read this. Anyway, they're gonna return my shit to my hand, but I'm not gonna let them. I'm just gonna set the dieback. I don't want to take damage. You know, at the end of that, I just don't want to take damage. Cool, I drew the Nucleus Infinity Core, which is going to be useful for the first time in what seems to be forever. And activate Dark Hole, destroy everything. Infinity Core is going to summon a thingy from my hand, and then the assembly is going to pop the last Heitat, so that they're stuck with nothing in hand. And then I'm going to be able to banish 3 in order to summon Chaos Dragon, Meklord Astro Dragon Triskelion. They did have a second Kytroid. And because of Meklord's Nucleus Infinity Core, I can only attack with 1 monster for the rest of this turn, which is why I did not attack with the Synchro Absorption, because the game wouldn't let me. Anyway, oh cool, they're gonna get to draw another cards, and they're not gonna get to do anything. It's probably I'm just tired of this. I'm gonna get assembly to pop my own Synchro Absorption, to pop my own assembly, so I can set the Book of Moon, and then activate the skill. I just realized I could take the Kytroid from the grave with the skill, so that's just what I did. And you can't have 3 Kytroid in this game, so I just win. That was a painfully sluggish game that I've won because my deck was slightly more competitive than theirs. A while back, I wrote a joke Meklord Emperor, well, a joke Meklord skill rather, focused around turboing Meklord Astral Dragon Asterix, like a bunch of ridiculous effects that just play for 3, you know, and then it gets super crazy and basically unstoppable, and all in the service of like a cartoonishly bad card. And then the very next day, Konami revealed the Sacred Beast scale that just says, just drop a Sacred Beast onto the field. There's no point to this. I'm just tired of like duel links in general, dude. I just can't anymore. Next video won't be about duel links, I promise. This one wasn't planned, but I decided to record this one. Next video will be about something completely different. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and thank you in particular to Dingust, Zinnia, Outage Boy Zero, Jamie, and Yannick A. I said these names in a completely random order. Thanks to them for their support on Ko-fi. If you'd like to support me on Ko-fi, you can go to my Ko-fi page and support me on Ko-fi. And if you don't, that's completely fine too. Take care everyone, and I will see you all next time for a video that will not be about duel links, I promise. Bye!